Good evening. How is everybody tonight? So while the Rancho Bernardo High School Choir is getting ready, I'm going to talk for a few minutes with you. Welcome. We are so glad that you are here with this community event. My name is Wendy Callan. I'm the music director here at the church. Pastor Brian Kent, our senior pastor, was supposed to MC tonight, but he got word that his mother's very, very ill and had to leave suddenly to Riverside. So we wish him, give our prayers and our wishes to him and his family tonight. So I'm going to do a couple things kind of like maybe Pastor Brian would. We'll see what happens, but you know. This is our first concert for the year, for this year, 2020. And it's our 10th year for our concert series, which is really awesome. I think we've had some great groups here, and this is Rancho Bernardo's third visit, and hopefully many to come. We are going to be live streaming. We are actually live streaming this service right now. I should probably get in the lights so that for the streaming. That's what I've been told to do. I have to watch for the lights. We're streaming live, so if you're interested and can text somebody really quick to see the concert, you go to hopeumc.com, and you click on the YouTube icon. So if you have somebody that's in Maryland, you can wake them up and say, hey, you got to listen to this concert. We're also going to be editing a version of this concert for Vimeo. I don't know if everybody knows what Vimeo is, but it's an email version of the concert, so that'll be done in a few days. So all of us can watch and study our faces and see if we were smiling. Goes for you guys and for our group over here, too. We will be having a reception, and I'll tell you about that a little later, and we'll be having an offertory number, which is not marked in your bulletin. Now, this is what Pastor Brian would have said if he were here. We couldn't find anybody to do the offertory, so we had to ask Paul. What a bummer. No, Paul is an amazing accompanist, and Beth Jones is our church accompanist, and they're both wonderful pianists, and we are blessed to have them both here with us tonight. I don't think there was anything else that I was supposed to say, except to enjoy yourselves and these beautiful young people and our choir here at church. We're so glad. Cell phones. Oh yeah, cell phones, silence them. And yeah, that goes for the director too. So sorry. And just enjoy yourselves. Have a nice evening. I'm so glad that you could come out on a weeknight.
Yes.
So without further ado,
Thank you.
Lisa Friedrichs and the Rancho Bernardo High School, both choirs, the Advanced Women's and Madrigals.
Thank you. Thank you, Wendy. So this is Advanced Women and Madrigals, and we are going to do a group number, and it's entitled Sing My Child. And our soloists, sorry, are Jameson Davis and Leah Jabor.
Sing for the promise in each new morning.
Sing for the hope in a new day dawning. All around is beauty bright. Wake in the morning and sing, my child. Sing, my child.
Sing for the promise in each new morning. Sing for the hope in a new day dawning. All around is beauty bright. Wake in the morning and sing, my child. 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 Dance in the joy of the day unfolding. Dance as you work and dance as you're learning. All around is beauty bright. Take in the day and dance, my child. Dance, my child. Dance, my child. Dance, my child. But when troubles come and worry is all that can be found, gather your strength and hear your voice. Sing, my child. Laugh in the moonlight of fresh of the evening. Laugh in the triumph, laugh in succeeding. All around is beauty bright. Rest in the evening and laugh, my child. Peace in the stillness and dark of the night. Peace in the dreams of your silent delights. All around is beauty bright. Sleep in the night and peace, my child. 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 But when troubles come and worry is all that can be found, gather your strength and hear your voice. Sing, my child. Dance, my child. Laugh, my child. Peace, my child.
Peace, my child. Oh, peace, my child.
Just give us 1 second. We're going to kind of redo. And so this year, I put together a set that we had talked about it, and so Advanced Women said, yeah, let's have Madrigal Women sing with us. And so I picked a double choir piece. So this is a double choir piece. Women's Ensemble is one choir, and Madrigal Women is the other choir. And this is by Charles Stanford, and it's entitled Beati Quorum Via. And it means, blessed are they whose ways are blameless, who walk according to the law of the Lord. We hope you enjoy Beati Quorum Via. Oh, one other thing, sorry. So we go to festival, and a festival is, and I will explain this at my concert, but anyway, we get comments and we get markings and we get ratings. And so I am so excited that we get to sing together for you because you're our guinea pigs. Yay! Thank you very much. Isn't that a beautiful piece? Double choir, really neat. So one of the things about going to festivals, you have to sing something in a foreign language. So we're doing that, and then we have another one in a little bit for you. This next piece is entitled He's Gone Away. It's from a set by Ron Nelson, and the whole set is beautiful. There's He's Gone Away, Will He Remember, and Barbara Allen. And so we're singing this first one for you. And our wonderful accompanist, again, is Mr. Paul Holtz. So this next piece is a piece entitled El Vito. And we hope we give off something like flamenco dancing a little bit. No, we're not doing that. Don't worry. That's me. But there's clapping and all kinds of stuff going on and intricate rhythms. And so I can read you a little bit of the translation, but for me, it's a little silly. One part of it says, single ladies are of gold, married ladies are of silver, the widows are of copper, and the old ones are of tin. I'm sorry. I didn't write this. I promise I didn't write this. So we'll just stop right there. I have a wonderful soloist, and her name is Ella Crane, and we hope that you enjoy El Vito. I'm so proud of them because, you know, we're in 2 different classes, and we've actually had 2 rehearsals, and we put that together. So I'm really, really proud of them because that's a lot of work. So could you give them another round of applause? Just give us a second. Yeah, talk for a minute. We're gonna move the piano.
Waiting. All right, so after the flamenco dancing, we're gonna go wade it in the water. Wade in the Water is a very popular spiritual. It was written back in 1901. And what I like about this, as I've been reading about it, so it's been used for so many things. Back in, 1920s, it was used for, they used it for instructions for slavery to get out of trouble when they were under the in the railroad, under the railroad. And gosh, it was so interesting. And it would lose the scent if they waded in the water, so they wouldn't get captured. And then fast forward to 2008, after Hurricane Katrina, there was a group of 8th graders that filmed a little documentary about the reopen. It was at the reopen of the school, the first school that opened after Hurricane Katrina, and they played Wade in the Water. They sang Wade in the Water. So this has a lot of meaning, and I hope you enjoy it. Wade in the Water.
Wade
Very fun number. The other one that we're singing for you tonight, kind of cool it down a little bit. And if you ever lost hope, have you ever gone through a trial, or if you've ever just been lonely and you just need some hope and some encouragement, this is a wonderful piece to find the Lord, to find comfort. I hope you enjoy Oh Wondrous Love.
Wondrous love.
And thank you. This is Beth Jones on piano. Thank you very much. And now give us one more minute, talk amongst yourselves. Move the piano one more time, and then we'll take an offering. Actually, while we're moving the piano, I can talk about offering before we take an offering. Yeah, we need some madrigal guys. So the money tonight, if you are, it's a free will offering. All of the money tonight goes to Rancho Bernardo High School. They are planning a trip. Get ready for all of you Hope UMC people. They're going to Carnegie Hall. We just came back from there from 2017. We had a trip there ourselves, and it's a fantastic time. And it's just awesome that you guys are going to be going there in February. They're going to be doing a Dan Forrest Requiem, I believe, with more other high schools. And what? He just wrote it. So this is a huge thing. I'm so happy for you guys. And the other thing I wanted to tell you, other groups that come in here for our concert series, a lot of times we will raise money for more concerts. And our next concert is July 26th, and that is Fred Benedetti and George Svoboda on guitar. And they do classical, flamenco, all kinds of neat guitar duets, and that's July 26th. And if you like bluegrass, we have a big bluegrass event August, I think it's 17th, which is Saturday, and we have it out on the patio, and we have about 150 pounds of brisket and barbecue chicken, and we just go and eat and listen to bluegrass all evening. It's a fun night, so hope you guys can make it. We have Western Brass is coming in October, and then we have our Christmas concert in December. So check us out online, hopeumc.com, for more information on our concerts. So now, as we take our offering, we're going to hear Paul Holtz singing, not singing. I forgot to tell him. Yeah, I forgot to tell him before that he's going to sing. He's gonna noodle on the piano. He's going to noodle Amazing Grace. Thank you, Paul.
Madrigals is coming up. Wasn't that wonderful? Paul. Beautiful. So, remember I told you we have to do things in a foreign language, right? I guess I'm on a Spanish flair. So this is entitled Vamos a Bailar. And it's all about dancing. So you have to pretend that you're at a dance and the girls are over there and the boys are over there and they're going, I'm so nervous, I don't know. And they're going, oh, come on, I can show you. And oh boy. So we hope you enjoy Vamos a Bailar.
Vamos a bailar.
So a little bit about both of these groups. They're both audition only. Would you raise your hand if you are a freshman? Would you raise your hand if you're a sophomore? Raise your hand if you're a junior. Well, very good. And raise your hand if you're a senior. Yeah. So, yeah, all my seniors get to fail so they can come back. I've been very, very fortunate for being at Rancho Bernardo High School for 25 years. It's unusual these days for a teacher to be at one school that long. It was funny, I went to a conference and we were talking, and I was talking to these younger ladies, and they said, oh yeah, I teach middle school band, middle school choir, and middle school general education. And I just went, ugh. Because I feel like I've been very, very lucky to have had choir only for 25 years. And so we are in a district that really supports music, so thank you. It's been wonderful. No, I'm not leaving. No, I'm not leaving. I'm not leaving. The next piece, this is entitled My Boy Jack. The words were written by Rudyard Kipling, and it was actually an homage to his son, and Jack Stooley probably could tell this better, but do you want to come down and tell them?
Okay. So Rudyard Kipling wrote this poem because his son was nearsighted, but World War I was on the horizon, and everybody was still, into war for the glory and the honor. And so they managed to cheat the system so that his son could enlist in the armed forces. And this isn't Britain, by the way. So he goes off to war, and he dies pretty soon after. And so Rudyard is heartbroken because it's because of him that his son was able to go to war anyways, and he wasn't supposed to be able to. So he had to deal with that grief for pretty much the rest of his life, and he wrote this poem in honor of it.
Thank you. And so the person who wrote this, Kelsey Hohenstein, and I may be mispronouncing his name, had a friend who was a clarinet player and was on his way to a clarinet convention, and this person's name was Jack, and he died. He got in a car accident and he died. And so Kelsey Hohenstein took Rudyard Kipling's words and wrote this song. So we hope you enjoy My Boy Jack, and we have the wonderful Yasmin Nabeen on clarinet. Yeah, that's a pretty intense piece, isn't it? So I was looking for a closer for our set, and I played this for them, and they went, "Oh yeah, we have to do that." So this is entitled Camptown Races.
Going to run all night. Run all night, going to run all day. I'll bet my money on the bobtail nag. Somebody bet on the bay. The long-term filly and a big black horse. Lie the track and they're both gonna cross. Oh, do-da-day. The blind horse stick in a big mud hole. I can't touch one with a 10-foot pole. Oh, do-da-day. Going to run all night, going to run all day. I'll bet my money on the bobtail nag. Somebody bet on the bay. then mount heat. Doo-dah, doo-dah, doo-dah. Down the racetrack, then repeat. Doo-dah, doo-dah, doo-dah. I win my money on a bobtail nag. Doo-dah, doo-dah, doo-dah. Keep my money in an auto bag. Doo-dah, doo-dah, doo-dah. Oh, doo-dah, I'll bet my money on the bobtail nag. Somebody bet on the day. Doo-dah, doo-dah, oh, doo-dah day. Doo-dah, doo-dah, oh, doo-dah day. Doo-dah, doo-dah, oh, doodah day. Doo-dah, doo-dah, doo-dah day.
We have one more number, and we're just going to move this over, and all of my kids are going to, students are going to move over there? They're not all my kids. I didn't have them all. So while all of my students are moving over, we want to thank you so much for coming this evening, but mainly I want to thank Hope United Methodist for inviting us, Wendy Callan, and their wonderful choir. Thank you all so very much.
One more thing. We do have a reception after this. There's cookies. Cookies. And coffee. Gosh, Lisa and we've known each other for 30 years. It's been a great ride.
She was the first choir director at RV High. And when she said, I'm going to stop doing this, she called me. And that's how I got the job.
Yeah, she was there 25 years. I was there for 3. That's a little different. Yeah. This is our final piece for this evening. The first year we were together, we did a really fun piece called Cornerstone. The second year we did, from the Mozart Requiem, we did a movement from the Mozart Requiem. And tonight, it's kind of in respect for Lent, for those of you that are religious and Christian. It's our Lenten season, and this is a beautiful number called "Oh Love" with Elizabeth Brown on cello. So, thank you. I just want to thank you and all your students for coming tonight. Wow. Thank you so much for coming. Yes. I just want to say to all you students, keep singing. A lot of choirs are dying in churches, and we want you to keep singing so that we keep having them live, right? In churches and in everywhere. Come join us. Join a choir somewhere, community, whether it's community or church or whatever. We'd love to have you keep singing. It's because of you that we keep on keeping on. So thank you so much for doing that. I have to tell you that there's one girl in here in my group that was in women's ensemble when I was there, and that was Jane. So you know what? You never know. You never know when they're going to show up somewhere else. No, it's been a pure joy, and we're going to stop talking now, and thank you for coming, and go eat. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.